Hello people, I'm Jaby Koay. Joining us is Seri DEYOUNG. We're gonna look at the trailer to GEMINI. This is starring Zoe Kravitz, Lola Kirke, and John Cho. John Cho, we just saw him in on the trailer, so this is gonna be going back to back. Here we go.
You say it's rated R for a violent image.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Sorry to bother you. I'm a big fan of Heather's. You're her assistant, right?
Yeah.
I had to come up and say hello.
Heather, right here. Heather, right here. Hey, Heather, how's the love life?
I got nothing to tell you, Stan. Do you have alcohol at your place?
Why are we here?
You have a gun, right? I feel like there's so many crazy people who are mad at me right now. You know how to shoot a gun?
This is ridiculous.
How many movies have I shot guns in? 2. You know how you were saying you don't feel safe? I feel like that all the time.
That's such a, like...
I felt like you're feeling right now. Which is why it's so tough for me to ask you what I've got to ask you.
What do you have to ask me?
Did you do it?
You remember things, am I right?
Oh.
I think you might remember things more than most people. Think back. What is the last thing you saw in this house? Did she ever threaten you? Or...
No, she didn't threaten me.
Because I've heard stories about movie stars.
Am I under arrest?
Not yet.
Motive, opportunity, capacity. You two were like freaking best friends. People like that kill each other all the time.
Are you following me?
I'm asking you to be careful.
You might not think something's important, and then bingo. It's the key to the whole thing.
I know you're not digging this as much as me. I'm actually, I'm enjoying this.
I am too, but like, okay, when there's like kind of campy dialogue,
Yeah.
I then all of a sudden have this like real soft spot for whatever it is.
Sure.
Because it's just sort of like, I don't know, like then it makes me feel like I'm sort of like in on this like sort of joke with them, where it's just sort of like, we're gonna push this because it's like about a girl and a movie star and she's dead and like, did you do it? And I don't know, it reminds me almost of like old noir films.
Yeah.
Like the like almost too dramatic dialogue of old noir films, which I love.
Okay, so you are digging this.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Are you digging it in a room kind of way?
If on a scale of 1 to room, you know, this is like, certainly not there, because this looks like stunning, and Zoe Kravitz is an amazing actress. Like, I am a huge fan of hers, I love her. And this is beautifully shot, also. Like, I way get off on how it's shot, it's so pretty.
I very much enjoyed the style of it. I'm not completely sold on the story like you. I mean, I came from a different perspective here. Like, I just visually, I'm like, this is a very fascinating film. I don't know how I feel about the story. The actors involved all feel like good talent to cast. I'm like, yeah, these are all people that are believable, you know, saying their lines. And so it's a weird...
It's almost as if they're real people.
Yeah, exactly. That's an inside joke. You have to watch all the videos to know what that's a reference to. I think that it looks like an interesting film. I don't know if I would pay to go watch it in theaters. Interesting. I would definitely watch it on Netflix. Interesting. But if like everybody in my circle was like, dude, have you seen GEMINI? This film looks really good. Then I would go pay $10 to watch it in theaters. I might pay them $10 just to support a more indie style film that's different from mainstream, because this is definitely not the norm. And so now we're dealing with lesbians, and it's like...
Are they lesbians, or does she just have like a freaky crush on her?
There's some clearly lesbian action going on here. That would be my reason for paying the $10 to watch this.
I'm trying to think. There's like a few.
Hopefully, it's more enticing than Atomic Blonde in that regard.
Yeah. Although speaking of Atomic Blonde, I feel like it shares a lot of visual aesthetic, it's like that's all in the same umbrella of like, you know, push neon, neo-noir type.
You know, all that got started by that guy who did Drive.
Nick Winding Refn.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, he started that with Drive, and now everyone's doing that kind of same style, and there's this 80s throwback happening.
Which I am delighted by.
Yeah.
I love 80s.
Yeah, I think
love.
The 80s throwback is coming in strong. I accidentally attributed that to Guardians of the Galaxy, but Guardians of the Galaxy is based more on 70s music. I'm trying to figure out like where exactly this happened, because this 80s throwback just launched from out of nowhere, and it's pervasive. It's everywhere now, and I don't know why. I'm not hating it.
I'm so happy about it.
I am enjoying it, but there is gonna come a point where we're gonna be like, okay, let's stop.
It's gonna be played out.
And I feel like we're just on the cusp of it. So you enjoy this while it's here.
Oh, I really am.
I think the end of it is Ready Player One. That's the end of this era of 80s throwback and enjoying. Or it's either Ready Player One or it's Stranger Things Season 2.
Right. I forgot Stranger Things is super duper 80s throwback.
So
I have an 80s movie that I want to make one day.
Well, don't say it out loud, because then they'll steal it from you.
No one's going to steal this from me. It's impossible.
I like Zoe Kravitz, but I've only seen her in one other film, which is Mad Max.
I guess you probably didn't see Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, Big Little Lies.
That already sounds like something I wouldn't have watched.
It was a series on HBO.
Okay, no.
Yeah, what was it? It described as like 3 white women having problems on the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's like so my cup of tea.
And like as an uppity white woman myself, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, this is so relatable. I really liked it.
You are an awful person.
I really liked it, but Zoe Kravitz is in it, and she's fantastic.
I do like her, and so I would watch a movie starring her, but it's like, what was confusing was it felt like she was the central character, and then it did a Hitchcock Psycho thing where it's not her at all, it's about this other woman that she basically trapped in this situation.
Yeah, that she's sort of like tricks. You know what it started reminding me of was, did you see The Night Of?
I did not see The Night Of.
Okay, because it's like Riz Ahmed, and it's like he's been accused of killing this girl that he had this like one-night stand fling with. So it started reminding me of that, and it was also on a night where they were binging drugs, whatever, so it's all kind of murky as to like what even went down that night, and that's kind of thematically similar here, where it's sort of like, what did happen exactly?
I just want to see it for the lesbian action.
You big perv.
I see girls kissing, I'm like, sign me up, bitches!
Like, ready to watch.
Yeah. I mean, that's the primary, reason to watch Atomic Blonde, right? No, actually, Atomic Blonde had a really good fight.
I want to see it because I want to see Charlize Theron kick some butt.
Yeah. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please check out Seri DeYoung on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, video game related videos. And if you want to see an awesome, awesome movie about gay people, like, I mean awesome, watch Bound. It's the first movie by the Wachowskis. It's about lesbians, and it's awesome. It's the best lesbian movie I've ever seen in my life. Well, so far.
So far.
It's really good. Yeah, better than Atomic Blonde. It's really, really good. It's kind of a heist movie.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so check it out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Seri DeYoung.
Peace out.